Portugal, or the Portuguese Republic, is a European country on the Iberian Peninsula with islands in the Atlantic Ocean. Portugal is one of the most visited countries in the world, with there being one tourist for every 2 citizens in the country. And there's no wonder why. With its amazing natural landscapes, year-round good weather, and rich tradition and culture, Portugal makes a perfect destination for any holiday. Portugal is a member of the EU and uses the euro. It borders only one other country, Spain. Despite this, islands like the Azores or Madeira are around 2 hours away from the mainland by flight, but no extra documentation is needed. The capital of Portugal, Lisbon, known in Portuguese as Lisboa, is the largest city in the country. The centre of the world's exploration in the Renaissance, Lisbon is one of the oldest cities in Western Europe, and the city reflects its long, storied history, with it still retaining its old-fashioned charm. You can travel the city by tram, exploring the streets of the old town and the medieval Moorish fortress of the Castelo de São Jorge. This area, the Alfama, is home to traditional multicoloured houses and is located right by the sea, with bars and cafes lining the steep, narrow cobbled streets of the area. For a taste of culture, you can try Lisbon's growing fashion scene, or head to the famous Feira de Ladra, a showcase of second-hand goods that dates back to the 13th century. There are also the traditional industries of the city that you can sample for yourself. Lisboan ceramics are famous across the world, and the city's history as the gateway to the Atlantic Ocean means that seafood can be found citywide, with canned sardines being a tradition. For a sweet treat, try a pastel de nata. Lisbon has one of the best public transport systems in the world, with trams, a metro, funiculars and buses, and is extremely pedestrian friendly. Be on the lookout for street peddlers or other distractions in tourist areas, as these often are accompanied by pickpockets, so keep your belongings close and protected. Stay out of areas that are unlit or quiet, and if possible, stay in the tourist-friendly city centre, as the outskirts are prone to crime. If you see anything unusual or are approached for drugs, inform the authorities immediately. Portugal also offers other city breaks. In the far north of the country, Porto is the second largest city and is famous for its wine, port. Smaller cities like Braga and Coimbra both have a unique feel that they bring to the table. Braga is the religious centre of the country, with many churches and cathedrals like the Bom Jesus de Monte, whilst Coimbra has a reputation as a student city, with it playing host to one of the oldest universities in Europe. The Algarve, also known as the Faro district, is the perfect location for a summer holiday, famous for its beaches and warm climate, having a vibrant windsurfing and sailing scene, as well as being one of the best places to golf in the world. Just west of Lisbon, the Portuguese Riviera is an upmarket and affluent area known for attracting celebrities, with athletes, royals and billionaires all coming to the area. In the town of Sintra, you'll find the Palácio de Pena, a bright multicoloured palace that was once the summer home for the old kings of Portugal. Portugal's history as a colonial empire focused on exploration is still seen today. Madeira and the Azores are located within the Atlantic Ocean. These rugged volcanic islands are perfect summer locations for holidays, with the islands playing host to natural beauty like Mount Pico, the Valley of the Nuns and the famous pebbled beaches, with local wildlife making snorkeling and whale watching extremely popular. In Portugal, the weather is almost always nice outside of winter, but it can get extremely hot during the summer months, so staying hydrated and out of the sun is really important. Portugal has a history of earthquakes, with them being common amongst coastal areas. These quakes are often really small, but if you suspect an earthquake, drop, cover and hold on, and get into the corner of a room. Another issue often reported in tourist areas is drunkenness. Drinks are cheap and really strong, and in the heat it's easy to get drunk really quickly. Tourism is really important to Portugal, and so most in the industry will speak English to a very high degree. Whilst not on the Mediterranean, Portugal shares a lot of traditions with the countries there. The atmosphere is very relaxed and family orientated. For events in the country, you can go to watch some of the local football, where passion runs high between clubs. For a more relaxed feeling, wine and cheese festivals are found throughout the country. Carnivals are common in Portugal and made their way to Brazil from the country. In Torres Vedras, giant-headed caricatures line the streets in a procession that follows a new theme every March. With all this, there's no wonder that Portugal is one of the world's most popular tourist destinations. For more information, as well as other guides, visit our website and follow us on social media.